afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Eleutheria, where we talk about all things liberty. How are you all doing? Turn it off, please. What have you done? My kids have destroyed my lounge curtain. Can you believe it? This is just lovely. Sorry, I am also watching my stream just to monitor the sound, but it seems to be good, so I'm just gonna mute it. Rightio, let's go back to the chat, shall we? Okay. Hello, Anti-Marxist ZA. Welcome back. All the normal first commenters are here. Hello, Gentle. Hello, Yanni. Hello, Carter. I am gonna talk about this. I will get back to it. Apparently, I sound so professional. Yeah, I noticed like even the TV wasn't coming through so badly, which was really awesome. You know what's nice about this mic? I can adjust the volume on the microphone. So yeah, I like that. Yep. How do you like my Eleutheria headphones? They're turquoise. Yanni is commenting about my microphone position. So let's do it like that. How's that? So let me just tell you something, Yanni. I need to have this facing me. So where the volume control is, it needs to be facing me. Because if I do this, you will notice that there's a drop in the sound pickup. So now I've turned it to face you, and it should have gone down. Although I'm pretty close, so probably not. So like if I sit like this, it's probably really soft. But as soon as I turn it back, and I'm actually unscrewing this thing, which is not good. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I'm being all braggy. I got spoiled for my birthday, and I'm really glad that Yanni's here so that I can ask him on behalf of all of us here at Eleutheria to wish Reese a very happy birthday today. The best people are born in October. So, yeah, just saying. And also, once again, thank you ever so much, Reese and Yanni, for gifting me my new camera. You guys won't have noticed, but I'm using a new camera. Hello, BavZ307. Can I just call you Bav? It's just so much easier and shorter. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here. I always see you on the other streams, so I'm not going to sing. You don't want me to sing. I can't sing. I wish I could, but I really can't. Carter's pretending to work. Thank you, Anti-Mox Zede. I'm very chuffed with my new setup. Yep, it's a cardioid microphone. Hello, Count von Totenkopf. Hello, Mr. Punisher. I did. I got a mic, I got headphones, I got a USB hub, I got a camera, which was super chatted to me, just so by the way. I don't have the note here. It was super chatted to me. It's in my bedroom, so I don't have it here. Bev is concurring that I can call him Bev. Yes, happy birthday to Reese. Carter's showing off. Oh, yay! Reese is here. Welcome, welcome. Happy birthday to you. This is as much as I will ever sing. Yes, indeed I did. Indeed I did. Has anybody noticed the new RWCNN logo? Hello, the brew. It's actually not that big. It's better to have the gain turned down and have it nice and close to your mouth, because then you get good quality sound. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I find this incredibly hard to believe. I have a terrible voice, but anyway. Rightio, can I just remind everybody to give this video a like, because apparently it does help drive viewership to the video. And then I thought I would address the bail hearing that is still ongoing in Senegal. It's, yeah. Guys, I don't know. I think we're all getting a little bit fatigued of the situation. Obviously, not fatigued about the farm murder situation. Obviously, we're all angry and upset about that. But I think the fact that this bail hearing was postponed from 2 weeks ago, and now it's finally being heard, and it's taking 3 days. Like, come on. I don't know. Really? Did you hear me swallow? Did you hear me swallow? This is so hilarious. Okay, so we're talking about releasing a potentially violent criminal on 1,000 rand bail because he gets a child grant and a disability grant. Okay. Yeah, it's like pulling hen's teeth listening to the live stream of the court proceedings. I was watching it in preparation for this show, and it is so long-winded. Like, I really should think twice before I say these things, shouldn't I? Yes, the fact that he has to stop after every 5 words for it to be translated is incredibly frustrating. Ugh. Anyway, what can we do? Everybody deserves a fair shake and in their home language, so. Apparently it does have a record, yes. I did hear that part. I'm not sure if accused number 2 is the one with 16 previous arrests, or if he's the one with less than that. Hello, boy. Are you hot? Hi? Are you hot? You're a hot boy. Yeah. Shame Nelson is really struggling in this heat that we're having in Joburg at the moment. He's been lying on the tiled floor. Well, actually, we have stone floors, so. Yeah, you know, we have to. Everybody deserves a fair shake. So we have to assume that he's innocent until proven otherwise. So, yeah. Speaking of bail, the 51-year-old that was accused of terrorism and whatnot, and denied bail last week, you know, with the first cynical incident where the cop van was turned over and stuff. He went to the Free State High Court and he was granted bail. So, yeah. And also the NPA has refused to prosecute on charges of terrorism. So that's also good news. That was removed from the charge sheet. And he got bail. And there's been another person arrested as well. A 33-year-old male that owns a towing business and resides in Senegal. So there we go. I love all the nicknames that we have going on across all the streams. It's really cool. For those who don't know, Carter lives in a retirement village. Christian, yeah. I'm fatigued. It's actually why I didn't stream yesterday. I was feeling very down. I completely peopled myself out with it being my birthday. On Friday, I had a stream with, 6 people on. If you were here for that agony, I'm sorry. We had fun. I don't know how much fun it was to watch. And then on Saturday morning, I opened my presents on a live stream that was for a select audience because I actually wanted to include my kids. And then we went shopping, and then my husband took me out for dinner, and I'm just not used to so much peopling. Even before lockdown, I'm not a very extroverted person. So yeah, yesterday I just really needed another day off, and I took it. And also because the news was just depressing me. Everybody's so fucking hurtful of the fact that the state of disaster has been extended, but more news on that in a minute. And yeah, I just I didn't even want to sit in this corner and settle my new stuff up, properly. I mean, I did it on Saturday morning just to see how it was working, but I wanted to have a nice layout, and I wanted to bring another screen here, which I have, and the camera's sitting on top of it, and yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty much feeling hurtful. Yes. Yes, we did rub behind his ears. He's not too hot. He just I think he just like shows that he feels it more. Like it makes him more lethargic, and he does pant a little bit more, but he's doing okay. Comments are jumping, sorry. That's very cool, the brew. I hope you enjoy it. Cool. Okay, go safe. Hello, Lizelle. Hello, Jordan. East London, One Town Retirement Village. We need an explanation on why Carter is living in a retirement village. No, we just say he's living in a retirement village. It's like it's a complex that's probably like filled with a lot of old people in a Manzumtoti. Yeah, I just needed a day, hey? I just needed a day. But I'm back in it now. I'm in my little studio. It's all cleaned up. And I found something. Do you guys remember when I couldn't find my seam ripper that my husband made me? Do you remember? That was a while ago. How long ago was it that I was trying to tell you about this beautiful handle that my husband turned for my seam ripper? So I found it. I'm so chuffed. You guys can't see my fuck the government mug. Let's do this. There we go. Yeah, it's like all my favorite colors in one. Well, there's not purple in there, but like the turquoise and the pink. Can you see I've got the matching ring? Yeah. So yeah. So, about extending the state of disaster, Dear South Africa is taking NDZ to court. In case you missed it, Yanni, seeing as you're here, do you mind grabbing the link to Germ's 1 o'clock live stream today, please? Because Carter's an absolutely useless moderator. Just saying. So Dear South Africa is taking NDZ to court over extending the national state of disaster when it doesn't really seem like it's indicated that we need to do it. Yeah. So hopefully it won't be extended again in November. So that's good news. Right? Right? Only there's some really cuck shit going on in the Free State now. And I know it's probably just what can I say? It's probably just hearsay at the moment that this is actually arson or terrorism or whatever. But there are literally farms on fire in the Free State. And I forgot to share audio, so I'm going to stop this and restart.
wêreld brand af. Weet jy al, die ander video geneem ek nie van die stoor nie. Ek wil net vir julle sê, die stoor brand, die baler brand, maar die ou baler en baler brand, die wêreld brand af hier by ons. Dis nag. Wêreld brand af. Weet jy al, die ander video geneem ek nie van die stoor nie. Ek wil net vir julle sê, die stoor brand, die baler brand, maar die ou baler en baler brand, die wêreld brand af hier by ons. Dis nag.
Doesn't look good. Thank you so much, Yanni. Guys, in case you haven't heard, Germ did a live stream at 1 o'clock. Dear South Africa. So Rob Hutchinson from Dear South Africa and Daniel Elof from Hunter's Peace Attorneys was on the stream. And they're taking NDZ to court over extending the state of disaster. I'm sorry, it just doesn't seem indicated anymore. We've had less people die from coronavirus than we would have from a normal flu season. In fact, it's a fraction of the amount of people that die from TB every day. So yeah. I wanted to show you another tweet, because this one I can get behind. This pretty much just sums it all up. Obviously this is just speculation, but it seems like ANC EFF terrorists have launched a series of arson attacks on farmers across the country. Is this a declaration of war? Hashtag farm terror, hashtag plaasterier. Yeah. It's not okay, guys. It's really not okay what's going on. I agree. It's all about money, power, and control. Yeah. It's really hard not to get despondent. It really is. I think Yanni thinks they are riding on this second wave thing to lift our lockdown levels, especially now during festive season, and control us even more. I know. And you know what? It makes no sense to try and argue that we're going to have a second wave when this is a virus that likes cold weather. And we're going into our hottest months. Come on. Yeah. Indeed, Yanni. Yeah, I gathered what you meant is to put us under harsher lockdown. So to go back to level 4 or even level 5. And there's just no way. There's just absolutely no way. We can't let it happen. I have friends that live in Ireland. They left South Africa. There's quite a few expats living in Ireland now that I'm friends with. And the one is she's totally anti-lockdown. She's very liberty-minded, like myself. And she says outright, these lockdowns, it's just not necessary. And yeah, Ireland has gone back into lockdown. They only have essential shops open, so everything else is shut. But the kids can at least still go to school, because they've realized they've that you don't have to worry so much about the kids. I have another friend who is a little bit more worried about COVID. I think she's just more susceptible to like the news and stuff like that. And unfortunately also her job puts her in a position that she listens to a lot of stories about, you know, the bad stories, how people have really been affected by the virus. So she's a little bit more scared of it. But she was telling me, like, because her kids wanted masks, so they bought masks. And they wore them once and they got back to their estate and the kids all made fun of them and said, "Take that off, we don't have COVID." It was like really funny. Like, so it's good to know that the kids are like still being normal. However, I do know that there's a 2-year-old that lives in Canada that won't hug people hello because she's been told she's got a social distance. So she won't hug family members hello. Like, guys, this is scary. This is scary. The way we're programming our kids, it's scary. Gentle has a friend that lives in Prague and they travel to and fro to the UK, no hassles. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, the fact that we basically have a travel ban from America. You know, one of the strongest spending currencies in South Africa. That would be really good to have the money coming here over a holiday season. Government doesn't think about that. Yeah, my husband actually sent me a while ago a list of all the countries that travel is restricted to and from. And it would be a shorter list to list the countries that were allowed. A much shorter list. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I guess all we can do is hope that they're going to take note of the letter that the lawyers have sent them, NDZ, because I don't know if you remember, Dear South Africa intended on taking the National Corona Command Council, or Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, or whatever, to court over e-commerce. And the day that they sent that letter, it was announced that e-commerce may reopen completely. So basically everything was reopened except tobacco and alcohol at that stage. It wasn't just only essential items that you could buy online. I'm so sorry. So I don't think we must lose all hope that, you know, this can't be won in court. I think it can be won in court. If we don't actually have to go to court, we get what we want without going to court, that's all the better, because then Dear South Africa can use the funds that they have raised over this lockdown period for other battles that might arise. Yeah, I can only hope that it's going to lapse after the 15th of November. Not in Ireland. I'm just saying. I don't know how it is anywhere else in the world, but my friend told me that in Ireland, if you're under 13, you don't have to wear a mask. And yeah, they pretty much make fun of kids that do. So, yeah. Yep, tourism's going to be really shitty this year. Sean's mom is 71 with diabetes, and even she says the lockdown has caused her more anxiety than the actual fear of COVID. Yeah. My mom won't admit it, but I know that the media has given her more anxiety over COVID than actual COVID. Like, yeah. Like the conversations that I have with my mom, and especially because she watches Sky News because she's from the UK. Yeah, she's bought it like hook, line, and sinker. She was telling me about, no, but there was a baby that died. I'm like, no, Mom, no. No. You know, there's been a lot of fear mongering and everything, so. Vienna waterfront is so quiet, no tourists. It seems so odd. Yeah, I can imagine the Cape must be like not normal. I suppose that'll be nice to not be so busy over Christmas. Be nice for you guys, maybe. Just saying. Who cares? Whenever he does talk, he just talks down to us like we're naughty school children. And yeah, I don't know. Yes, exactly. Like, it makes no difference if he does an address to all of us, because he'll just be condescending. He'll tell us to put on our masks as soon as we leave our house. And yeah, then we'll wait for new regulations or adjustments to regulations to be gazetted. And for that, we got to wait for old Dukop. And yeah, to be honest, I wish they'd all just resign. They're old. They're of pensioners' age. Like, yeah. I'm sick of being ruled by the olds. Sound like Bridget Phetasy. I just need to reply to my husband quickly. Sorry. Just so that he knows that I've seen his message. And I know he's on his way home. What has Joe sent me? Is this just more fear-mongering shit? Second wave of COVID is inevitable. SA's top scientist predicts. Laura, where are you? Laura's working. Quite far from home now. But I really need my mouse pad. Or a mouse pad. Because, yeah. The UK is turning into a shit again by the looks of it. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So look, Closet Mum wasn't here the whole of last week, so I didn't hear any Sky News. So I don't really know what's going on there. But I'm sure she'll start catching me up soon. Although I think she knows I'm pretty much fed up of it. And every time she tells me, oh no, but this is happening and that's happening and blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, really? Really? So yeah. Joe sent me a link to an IOL article. Second wave of COVID-19 inevitable, SA's top scientist predicts. Oh, good grief. Abdul Karim has said there's been super spreader events across the country, including more than 80 people being infected at a bar in Cape Town, including 37 matric pupils at Fort Hare University in the Eastern Cape. So what? So what if 30 students went out on the piss and got infected? I think it's better that they get the healthy ones get the virus and we get closer to herd immunity. Really? I don't know how to respond to this. I'm sorry, there's a piece of fabric on my flippin' fan that is blowing away in the lounge here and actually doing nothing to cool me down. So I'm just going to go deal with that quickly. That is the offensive piece of fabric. From this angle, it looked like it was a piece of my curtain. It looked the same. So yeah. Husband's home. Super spreaders. So do we level up with the Rona? Yeah. Yeah. Mr. T says, please put on your mask. My phone doesn't have a screen protector on. What if I told you that I've already had the Rona? So I don't have to wear a mask. I should actually try that. Sean says, on a more positive note, I brought the Microsoft Flight Simulator and I just crash planes all over the world and have a blast. Maybe one day I will learn to land a Pixel plane. Dude, I'm not sure this is the type of thing she should be advertising. Like, just saying. Yeah. Hello, Misha. Christian wants to know if the weather justifies Gentle's neighbor being naked. And her kitchen window faces his backyard. Yeah, I don't know, maybe put plants or something so that you don't have to see it. All right, bitch. What you got to say for yourself? Oh, is there major shadows blowing behind me? I'm sorry. I just covered a few headlines. The dude that was charged with terrorism finally got bail. Sorry, I know that makes a noise. I need to stop it. The bail hearing for the murder accused, Brendan Horner's murder accused, is ongoing. And farms are on fire in the Free State, Northwest and Northern Cape. Lovely. And I don't know, remind me, guys. What did I say? Oh, apparently we have super spreaders and they're matric students. And they go out drinking and then everybody gets infected. And this is a tragedy because young, healthy people getting the Rona so that we can get closer to herd immunity is apparently not a good idea. Yeah. No, I didn't. It's just something that I'd love to be brave enough to walk into a shop and when they tell me to put my mask on, I can say, but I'm immune, I've already had it, and see what they say. I just realized what Gentle and Christian are talking about. And now I feel like a numpty. Yes, please do, Sean. Especially if you're playing online. Oh, yes, yes. So, right, let me grab this link quickly. I recorded a video 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago with the drunk questioner. And I've lost my mouse. This is why I don't work well with two screens, and this cloth is not working well as a mouse pad. I recorded a video with the drunk questioner 2 weeks ago about the monitoring software, monitoring apps that you can put on your kids' devices. And it can basically tell you what they do. You can set up levels, and you can pretty much read everything that they say on their phone. You can have full access to all their social media accounts, depending on what you want. So I did a video saying that I don't agree with this type of surveillance on children. So he released it today. So go give it a watch. Because I really... Gentle, how did you like my opening soundbite? And he replayed it at the end. Like, I came up with that in the middle of our conversation. I was like, oh, wait, I've got a perfect soundbite for you. And he made me repeat it like 2 or 3 times, so to make sure that he had it like perfect. And yeah, he edited it in at the beginning and the end of the video. And yeah, I just really, really love it. And Yanni's beat me to it. I just got the link and I realized that Yanni has put it in. So, yeah. Don't mind me. Oh yeah, do you guys know what manspreading is? Do you know what manspreading is? Anyway. Hello, Laura. I really need my mouse pad. And I need your bank details. Because look what I found. So I need another mug for my pens and my seam rippers. I found my seam ripper, Laura. I'm so chuffed. Anyway. You guys are funny. That's very racist of you, Sean. That you don't like, that you switch to white wine. That's very white supremacist of you. So yeah, I'll give you guys my line that I refused to use in the live stream that I did about like urging parents not to use this monitoring software on their kids' devices. And it all comes down to trust. And it, you know, as soon as you break down the trust relationship with your kids, like, yeah, it all goes to hell. So the line is, there is no one more at risk than a teenager who doesn't trust their parents. Let that sink in. Yes, I know. I also need to remind my husband to look at what materials he has for Gentle's ring. Black or grey? Yeah. Okay. I just reminded him. You guys saw it. Okay? You are my witnesses. So, sorry, just looking. I actually have to do this. I'm vain. I want to see how I sound. Laura's gonna trade a BMW in for an Atos. I suppose with the distance you're driving, that like would make sense. Because it's a lot lighter on fuel. But yeah, I don't know. Right, let me go back to this IOL article because it's actually LOL. But anyway. Oh, apparently Abdul Karim says we need to get people to change their behavior. Wait. Even if I share the screen, it'll be too small. We have a situation where taverns and nightclubs are becoming a source of the virus spreading, and if that happens, then we are in for it. It makes it inevitable that we will have a second wave. Apparently the South African Liquor Traders Council is concerned about reports of various liquor traders not adhering to the COVID-19 regulations governing the sale of liquor. He said outlets that failed to follow basic COVID-19 protocols in their business operations were putting unnecessary focus on the industry. Outlets should operate in line with their license conditions and the COVID-19 regulations, and failure to do so leaves us with no choice but to call for necessary laws to take their course. With the festive season approaching and more travel expected, Abdul Karim said a more local approach may be needed to mitigate the spread by, for example, closing the provincial borders, a decision that would not be taken lightly. We only had 1,662 new cases. And we're still at less than 20,000 deaths. Like, seriously. Am I the only person that thinks this is just like a total overreaction? I can't move the mic lower because you see what I've done is I've turned the volume, the gain, all the way down so that to mitigate the chances of there being a hum. And it's a cardioid microphone, so you'll notice like if I don't talk directly in front of it, it doesn't work very well. If I talk over here, it goes softer. If I talk on this side, it's softer. So, yeah. It's much better to have a microphone right in front of your mouth, which is also why these things are necessary. But this is too heavy and it drops the mic, the whole setup, so I'm still working on it. Okay, I need to explain to Gentle what manspreading is, and luckily I'm wearing pants today so I can. So guys, bear with me. No, I need to move the camera and move the mic out the way, so this is not going to sound good. So guys, sit like this, right? They sit like that. And a spreader sits as wide as they can. I have a leg, a table leg in my way. I can't open my legs any wider. But yeah, that's what manspreading is. I'm going to leave the headphones off because I don't have a guest and I don't have any more video to share with you guys, so it's just more comfortable. I fix my camera. Oh yeah, whilst I am up, kind of. It's 3D printed, in case you don't get that. Like this, the feathers, or whatever you call them, are raised. The words are raised. All the words are raised. It is so cool. Mr. T says Laura's being rude for getting rid of her beamer. Nobody's taking your dop away. They're just saying that people mustn't like be in crowded clubs and taverns and shit. And I'm like, if they're young and healthy, why not? Like, come on. Yeah, we're having less than 5 deaths a day. I'm sure more people than that die from TB every day in South Africa. Exactly, SA malcontent. Overreacting everywhere. Yeah, they're just trying to cause panic with the infections. And I think at this stage, you know, we're at the point where we have treatment that works. Okay, we know that the treatment works. We have less people dying. We have less people being admitted because we know how to treat this virus. It's kind of like, you know, when I got swine flu versus when swine flu was first discovered. Like, you know, it was less of a panic because there was medicine. Whereas before we didn't really have anything to treat it. So, yeah. Yeah, well, luckily I'm wearing my baggy hippie pants, so there was not really a crotch shot. Just, yes, you know how guys act like, you know, their junk is so big that they have to sit like super spread? Yeah. That's basically it. Man-spreading sounds like too much work. That's funny. I need my turquoise headphones to be in the shot, you know. Yeah, but also quite a, like, some dudes really do sit like super spread. Like, when my husband and I flew to PE in December, coming back, I had a guy sit next to me. So my husband took the window seat, and then I was in the middle, and then I had a guy on my right. And like, seriously, thank God I'm such a tiny person. Okay. Because that dude would have been in trouble if he'd been sitting next to another dude. Like, I'm just saying. Mr. T says he's pretentious as fuck. So he needs to start manspreading. Okay. Okay. So I actually saw this really funny work video, and I want to see if I can find it, about manspreading. So they now have these chairs for manspreaders. Okay, this is hilarious because I put in manspreading chairs and then I get adverts for gaming chairs from Take a Lot. Oh gosh, that's funny. Okay. So there is a video, and I'm going to share it with you. Let's just get to the point where we can skip the advert, and then I can share it. Okay. Okay. I need my headphones. Ah, damn it. I didn't say share screen. Ah, share audio. Helps if I actually put the sound on, hey? This chair will finally teach men how to sit without intruding on someone else's space. The project, called A Solution for Manspreading, was conceived by artist and designer Layla Samon, who created 2 chairs to combat the phenomenon. One of the chairs forces men to sit with their knees together, while the other seat encourages women to take up more space. The designer, read it in time, sorry. Have you ever seen anything more ridiculous than that? Like, have you ever? I may only go to PE if I visit family. Dude, I went to PE on business with my husband. Does that count? You know what? If this Donnerse fucking hotel can just open already, then maybe my husband will be able to use a few of his 31 leave days, and we'll actually be able to get away somewhere. But until the hotel opens and everything's running smoothly, we can't do a fucking thing. And by the way, I'm going there on Friday. Real men use standing desks, so we are unable to manspread in our natural habitat, only at bars, cars, and EFF with sack rallies. No, he was just giving me a hard time because I went to PE before I even knew that he existed. The designer assumes manspreading is a real thing. If I sit cuck, my kids or chick friends just clap me and tell me to sit properly. You do not want to antagonize this man into taking pictures of him doing weird stuff, okay? Because your phone will never be the same again. I'm just saying, don't encourage it. Like, apologize, whatever you did to antagonize him into sending you these pictures, just stop it. Just stop. They do, don't they? Like, yeah. So yeah, that's it from the woke news desk. Go and make fun of this manspreading chair project. Because yeah. Gentle thinks I'm joking. She doesn't know the pictures you've sent me. Special undies for manspreaders. You assume they wear undies to begin with. Anyway. We've been going for over an hour. So I think I'm going to say bye-bye. Tomorrow, I have a very special stream talking about morality versus liberty with Rob, also known as Umar Rabani. And there's your link to go and set the reminder. I have no idea what it means to run like a lion, but can you tell me? But other than that, yes, Rob is Laura's crush. Laura is devastated that she's working and won't be able to watch him live. I am vetoing the idea for a fans-only group. I'm just saying, I'm not on board with this idea. This has been Eleutheria, enlightening South Africa through liberty. Don't wear a mask if you don't have to. Stay safe out there. It's a mad, mad world. See you tomorrow.